everybody, today I want to be bringing you a review on the True Match Lumi Cushion Buildable Luminous Foundation in number 3.5. I'm also going to be bringing you a review on the L'Oreal Magic Lumi highlighter, and I'm also going to be showing you the Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. If you're unfamiliar, there is a whole line of illuminating products from L'Oreal that have been available for a while. Now, the whole illumination or highlighted look, like the kind I have here now, has been around for a while. I have done a review on the Lumi products in the past. I'm going to leave a link below, but just to refresh you guys' memory, it is the True Match Powder Glow Illuminators. So here we go, I have the three here, and like I said, I have a review on these. There will be a link below if you haven't seen it yet. And there were also True Matte Lumi Liquid, corresponding liquid glow illuminators. And these, by the way, are very similar to the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights in liquid form. I'm going to leave a link below on my review to these. I believe it's in the same video, but if you want to watch it again, it will be below. So now that we've got all the background information out of the way, I want to talk about the products here, which are additions to that line. So the first product we have is the primer, and the primer you have to shake well before you use. So let's get this shaken up. Okay, and it's supposed to enlighten your complexion with a light infusing primer. Wear under or mixed with your foundation for a soft illusion, highlight specific areas of the face to create a sculpted effect. So this is something you wear under or with your foundation. You don't put this on top. We have a product for that, and I'm going to show you guys. If you're looking for something to apply on top, use the liquid illuminators that I showed you guys just a few seconds ago that I already did a video on. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like in and of itself. So you're going to apply like a little drop here, and as you can see, it's bright white, and you would rub this into your skin. So, of course, it's not going to look opaque like that. You would rub this in. And as you can see, my hand is kind of getting that glow look, especially here. Super glow. Now, for me, I like applying it right in there, like mixing it with my foundation to add an all-over glow, a very dewy look. If you're wondering, this really reminds me of the MAC Strobe Cream. They both give you that hydrated, dewy, illuminated look. This is the sample size, by the way. This costs about $12 to $13 in drugstore for most people. In New York City, I think it was about $14. But just to compare, the MAC Strobe Cream, you can get a size to go, 1 fluid ounce for $10, whereas this is 0.68 fluid ounces and it's $12. You actually save money getting the MAC Strobe, getting the MAC version. Just a little FYI if you'd like to save a couple of dollars and get the MAC version. That being said, for drugstore, very comparable with the MAC version, gives you a nice highlighted dewy look. Now the other product I'm going to show you guys is the Magic Lumi highlighting pen thing, and so I've wiped my hand and I'm going to show you guys how this works. So as you can see, it's a nice smooth formula, and when I blend it out, as you can see, it gives a more matte look. So this is going to give you a highlighted matte look. So I tend to use this product underneath my eyes. I do it in a triangle version. I paint it on and then I blend it out. And then usually I will apply the powder on top of it to set it and give that highlighted look. If you want to use the entire Lumi system, my suggestion to you is put the primer, mix it in a little bit with your cushion foundation. Then after you apply that, use your highlighting stick to highlight under here, in the center of the forehead, down your nose, above the cupid bow, and then apply the powder to these areas as well. And if you want a really highlighted look to step it up, use the liquid as well. So that's this. Now as for the foundation, cushion foundations have been around for a while, especially in Korea, and this one comes with a little, you know, a little applicator, a nice generous size mirror in here, and then when you open it up here, you have a little plastic thing keeping your product safe. You don't want to throw this plastic thing out. You really, I don't throw my plastic thing out because I want to keep mine as fresh as possible. And underneath you have a sponge that is already soaked in the foundation. Now this can be a little bit intimidating to those of you that have never seen something like this. Don't be that intimidated by it. It's a squishy sponge that already has the product in it. Now if you're worried about it being unsanitary, make sure that you put clean brushes in it before you use it. I personally like to take a foundation brush and dab it gently in it, and then I apply it in a stippling motion to my face. That's how I personally like to apply it. And as you can see, it gives a really nice coverage, and it's true to my skin tone here. Very, very nice coverage. Now, if you want to use, I personally don't recommend using this because it feels flimsy and you're not going to really get a nice airbrushed look with this. If you want a better look, get a brush. The brush that I have doesn't have a name on it. It's just an all-over foundation brush. This sets quickly to a nice matte finish, and like I said, when you're done with it, you close it up. I like to leave the little label on it, keep it nice and tight. So the only difference between this and a regular foundation pretty much is the cushion allows the foundation to come out in a finer way, whereas if you're pouring out your foundation even onto your hand, it's a little bit thicker. It's not as refined, kind of like when you're baking and you sift the flour. You don't really have to sift the flour, but it kind of makes the cake just a little bit better, or the cookies just a little bit better. Same concept. You're sifting the product through a sponge, really getting a finer product. I really like how light it feels. The only thing I don't like is the price point. This was almost $20, which I feel is a lot of money for a drugstore foundation. That being said, it lives up to all of its promises. The only thing I didn't understand is why it had the Lumi label on it, because it doesn't really illuminate. It says here that it's just a liquid foundation with a cushion. It doesn't really illuminate. So this could have just been its own cushion product. It didn't really need the Lumi title on it. I feel that way also about the Highlighting Magic Lumi Stick, because this is more of like your matte highlight. This doesn't remind me of like illumination. This is more of just like your base highlight that's gonna make you look like you're always in the right light, but not illuminated with like that sheen. You know what I'm saying? Like the primer and the powder and the liquid illuminator did. So I feel like these two products are kind of like mislabeled, so to say. That being said, I really like the quality of all of these, and if you'd like to add a little bit more illumination to your collection, I would say absolutely pick up the primer. It's a great way to add just that extra oomph of dewy glow. So if you guys picked up any of these products, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.